The Untold Truth 369.
Peace and love, everybody. Mwah. Peace and love to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Everything vibing high. Peace and love. Peace and love. Okay? Now, today on The Untold Truth, and once again, for those who don't know what the Untold Truth 369 platform is about, it's about exposing the hidden truths that they keep from us as a whole. Ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. Some of this stuff is not even ancient. It's just we needed to know and they never told us. They kept it hidden. In the Vatican, of course. But that's besides the point. Grand rising to all things vibing high. And on this episode of The Untold Truth, today we're going to be talking about a topic that you guys probably won't find, the most appealing topic, but these are things that we need to know. So I made a list of everything, some things that that shows the differentialities in spirituality and religion, because most of us think they are hand in hand and they are two completely different types of studies. Okay? Religion is, in my opinion, religion is something that is used to oppress, control, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things. Spirituality is being spiritual. And I know y'all probably thinking like, is it being religious is being spiritual? No, they're two they're two completely different things. Being spiritual is one thing and being religious is another. You can't compare going to a church versus going outside in the forest and meditating. Those are two completely different types of channeling. Those are channeling two completely different types of energy. Religion is satanic. All religions are satanic. And you can go do your research on that. All religions are satanic. Why do you think in all religions there is some hierarchy of an idol that you look up to outside of yourself? You always praising the God outside of yourself in any religion. I wonder why. When you are God yourself, but you want to praise this God they tell you to praise because this is the God that they want you to believe in, and you believe it. We gotta get in tune, because how does that sit right with your soul? Let's just speak about church for once. What is a church? A place of what? Worship? Who you worshiping? Who are we worshiping in this church? Oh, God. We're worshiping God. What God? What God if we are God? And who is this pale-faced motherfucker on these church windows with the fucking blonde hair and blue eyes? Who is that guy? Why the fuck does he look like that? Why do y'all want me to believe that he's gonna come save me? Huh? Y'all better get in tune, man. Y'all better get in tune. This shit is... Man, I feel like if you're not in tune already, man, you just... I don't even dislike to call you stupid, but you pretty much are. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. You are lacking intelligence in certain areas, okay? They make classes for that. But anyways, I'm not here to judge you on your intelligence. I just need you to wake up and smell the roses and notice what these elites are doing to us, man. On all levels. But we're not here to talk about everything as a whole. We're here to break down religion versus spirituality in my eyes. For I know who I am and what I am and what I'm capable of. Okay? And that don't steer from religion. Hell no. I broke away from the church in my teenage years because it didn't seem right. Mama, we struggling. Why we got to give our money to this fucking guy who's just talking about some shit in a book we don't even read, man? Why we got to sit in here and listen to him tell his life stories in relation to the Holy Bible? And then once you get it, and then to loosen us up, you sing some hymns and shit from out some goddamn book too. Some Christian songs. Man, y'all better wake up, man. You're sitting there worshiping the devil, Satan himself. You're worshiping Satan himself anytime you're dealing with any type of religion. Remember, he goes by multiple names. He is God in y'all Bible, in y'all book of man. He is. Satan is God, Lucifer is Jesus. But anyways, some differences between religion and spirituality, okay? We're going to start with the basics, which is, like I mentioned earlier, religion is worshiping God. Why are we worshiping a God when we are gods and goddesses? Why are we worshiping anything outside of ourselves when we are that? Like, it don't really make too much sense to me I mean, it makes sense as into why we're doing it, because we have been programmed in believing such a thing. Like, it's crazy. But in spirituality, it is encouraging oneness with God. Now, I'm going to say that again. Religion is worshiping a God, okay? Remember I said religion is worshiping a God. Oh, that's what church is, worship, okay? And then spirituality is becoming oneness with God. So becoming one with self. They're blatantly telling you who God is. It's you. So being one with self is part of your spirituality. If you catch my drift. But other than that, hold on. That's just one difference, okay? And I don't want anybody to get in their feelings about this, because I'm just blatantly telling you the difference between the two. I'm not telling you to be one way and these people be that way. I'm not telling you to be religious. I'm not telling you to be spiritual. I'm just telling you the difference between the two so you can realize what path you need to take. That's all. The further wake you up and raise your vibration. Because that's what I'm here to do. Okay? Now, another difference between spirituality and religion is religion is you worshiping the God outside of you, or a God outside of you. That's what religion is. I just broke this down to you earlier. And spirituality is worshiping the God within you. So what sounds more realistic to those who's breaking away from the matrix? What sounds more realistic? Spirituality or religion? What sounds more controlling? Huh? What sounds more manipulative? Religion or spirituality? Well, we're going to keep on going. Another difference is religion separates people who have different beliefs. Okay? So you can't sit here and put a Muslim in a room with a Christian and a Jewish person, a Jewish person, and expect them to believe in the same damn thing. It's all separate beliefs. That's why they created different religions for different regions of the world. It's to separate us and not bring us together as one as we are. You are me and I am you. But that's what religion does. It separates people who have different beliefs. Spirituality is the exact opposite. It unites people regardless of their belief. Regardless of what you believe in, if I'm a spiritual being, which I am, there's no if about it, so I shouldn't even have questioned myself. Because I'm a spirit. If you're religious, just because I'm a spiritual being don't mean I don't accept you. I just can't go down the path with you. Because I know how corrupted religion is. I know the truth behind why they created it. Why it exists. So I don't got nothing against you. I just wish you knew better. That's all. I just wish you knew. But that's what I'm here for. To further awaken you guys. Okay? But religion separates people with different beliefs, and spirituality unites people regardless of belief. What sounds more humane? Huh? Separation or unity? Think about it, what it just said. Religion, it separates people who have different beliefs. Separation, what is it called? It's the term for slavery when they split up the colors. I can't even remember the term. But division is never good. Not amongst a group of people, not amongst a people who supposedly have one belief. But you can't be religious and spiritual. You simply can't. Therefore, religious people will always bump heads with spiritual people because they have different beliefs. But the spiritual people are willing to accept the religious people if they change their ways. And I guess it's the opposite too with the religious. But which one is true to self and which one isn't? That's spirituality over religion. Okay. In religion, they teach people to be afraid of hell. Right? talking about there's gonna be a devil in the ground and all of that stuff like that. Afraid of hell, right? That's what religion wants you to be afraid of. The devil. Satan himself. Makes sense yet? Does it make sense yet? And don't get me wrong, I don't knock Christians or Buddhism or Judaism or any type of other religion. I just don't condone in it. I won't listen to y'all stories, because I don't think, I just cannot believe that all knowledge is within books. The answers to everything is within a book. How they taught us in school and miseducated us. I don't believe none of that shit. I believe that you have to go within and meditate. You have to cleanse your mind, body, spirit, and soul. You have to cleanse them all in order to reach that Christ consciousness that we all want to achieve. But religion wants you to be afraid of hell, and spirituality teaches people to create a heaven on earth. There is no heaven in the sky or hell in the ground. Hell is here on earth. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hell is here on earth, right? If you know, you know. This is Satan's playground. This third dimensional plane we living on, this is Satan's playground. This is his world. Okay? That's why so much crookedness and evil can just reside here without having no goddamn fallback or setbacks. That's why so much killing can go on, and all of this wickedness and evilness can go on this plane, and nothing gets resolved. That's why. This is his playground. Hell is earth. And heaven and hell is all a mental thing. If it's on a mental plane also. Because if you sit there and dwell in negativity, you are creating your own hell. Versus you having positive thoughts, speaking positively, then you are creating your own heaven. By first experiencing your heaven on the mental plane. Okay? Thoughts manifest into words. And then therefore you speak it into existence. And manifest it onto the physical plane. So we create our own hell, and we can create our own heaven. Religion don't teach us that. Religion ain't gonna ever teach you that. Religion is just gonna be like, hey, that's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. And you're not welcome in my church if you don't abide by these rules. It's a fucking military camp. Summer camp was funner than church, but then they still combined church with the goddamn summer camp. But this is just like base level things that are common knowledge to people, like that you should be able to know off rip if you looking with your third eye and if you listening clearly. You should be able to spot these differences or actually know these differences. Now, another difference is religion is based on fear. I will repite por favor. Religion is based on fear. And if you've been paying attention to me, Where does fear reside? Root chakra. And your root chakra. That's what blocks your root chakra, fear. So put these two things together. Religion wants you to be in fear, right? It's based on fear and restriction, right? And your root chakra blockage is fear. So when they teaching you religion, or when you worshiping this God, you're blocking your root chakra. You're giving all that energy to your root chakra in a negative value. So what do you think that's going to do? Think about this too. How many times have you prayed to your God and a change came like that? Instantly. Because that's how it's supposed to be, right? If your God is this almighty powerful being, right? Deity or idol, right? Change supposed to happen immediately, right? If he got all this power, why is there so much death? Why are these kids still getting killed and kidnapped? Huh? Why are goddesses still getting killed and kidnapped? Why are our men being feminized? What is this? Fear. All of those principalities are caused of fear. Their fear of us. Their fear of us made them create religion. Y'all have to put these things together. But religion wants us to be in fear and restrict us from all of the things outside of all of the things that are within ourselves. Like getting back to nature. Religion restricts us from that. Because we are believing in something outside of ourselves. I don't know how many times I gotta stress this to y'all. We are gods and goddesses. Spirituality is based on love and freedom. Now, what sounds better to you? Fear and restriction or love and freedom? That's pretty much self-explanatory, right? You'd rather be full of love and be free than to be full of fear and be restricted. Make it make sense, Dink. I am. Straight to the point, blatantly in front of your face. Religion is not good for us. Not God's species. Not if you're trying to vibe high. It ain't good for you. And it never will be good for you. And I'm not saying this to go against all religious beliefs. It's untrue. It's untrue knowledge. And that I just don't understand why we can't come to grasp the fact that being spiritual is so much better for us. For the mind, body, and soul, and your spirit. Okay? Versus us being religious. Well, they say that our almighty God is, who gives a fuck about what a preacher telling you, what a deacon can tell you, what a bishop is going to tell you, what a priest is going to tell you, what a man or priestess or whatever, an evangelist. I don't even look. Y'all are lost. Y'all are lost in this showing. Y'all are lost and it's killing us even faster. I was about to say slower. It ain't killing us no slower than what they already doing with the food, water, and air. Oh, and the land. But for you to lose oneness with yourself, that will kill you quicker than you think. Because it allows you to be complacent with how this matrix is set up. It allows you to be complacent with staying inside of it instead of breaking free from. That's all I'm trying to tell you, people. Another difference is religion feels like being a single drop in the ocean. All right? When spirituality feels like the entire ocean in a single drop. Do you get that analogy? Do you get that analogy? Religion is being a single drop in the ocean. Spirituality is being the whole ocean within that drop. Think about that. I want y'all to think about that, because that right there is deep, deeper than most of y'all would ever want to believe. Okay, when they say religion is like, or when they say religion is like being a single drop in the ocean, right? That's you singling yourself out from the rest of the world, right? Because you want to be this one thing different from everybody else, right? You want to be this one thing that's different from everybody else, so you can have that leverage over, right? That's religion. That's what religion does. And what spirituality does is you see everything as one. You see everything as a whole. You see the bigger picture, you see the smaller picture, but you see it as a whole. That's what that basically meant. And I don't even know if I broke that down to the dumbest terms for you guys to understand. But I'm not calling all of you dumb. I'm just saying the ones who didn't understand that. Who didn't understand what the saying was. Like, that's just... all of the things I'm telling you guys is the same thing that these elites are doing. They just blatantly throwing it in your face. But I'm not using no facade or no mirage over my information. I'm going to give it to you straight raw, undefined. Unrefined, my fault. Unrefined. Because you can define everything I'm saying. But unrefined, raw information. So that's all I'm trying to get y'all to see, is the difference between the two. Okay? Now, another difference between religion and spirituality is religion is like based on other people's experiences. Like, think of all the names in the Bible and shit like that. Names in these books. Like, these are supposedly people, right? But these are their experience of this mighty God. It ain't yours. So why are you going to believe their story when you have no evidence of? You just going to believe it, though. Right? That's how complacent we are. And if you believe that story, you'll believe any goddamn story that they'll tell you. Any story that they'll tell you. They try to hide so much. They try to hide the fact that they don't use human meat in our fucking products. And well, y'all meat products, because I don't eat meat. But they use human and rat and dog and cat. Human and rat and dog and cat. Human and rat and dog and cat. That's what the fuck y'all be eating. Dead shit. A bunch of dead shit just compiled into one. Now here, Here you go. But religion is based on somebody else's experience. So why the fuck you gonna follow them when you are your own person? So that goes to show you that religion is based on other people's experience, and spirituality is based on your experience, because you have to practice your spirituality. You have to go within yourself, become one with yourself, the God in you. So why not be spiritual when you're not tied to nothing? When you don't have to go to a church every Wednesday and Sunday, or Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Motherfuckers be faithful to these churches, giving their last penny to these churches, writing fat ass checks to these churches. For what? Because you feel like he's bringing, he or she bringing you closer to God. A God you have no clue about, never even seen this God, never heard him speak. But you swear he gonna come down and save you, right? When the rapture happens. I don't understand, and I don't want to understand religion. Never did. It's manipulative and it's controlling. It's not meant for the gods and goddesses to be studying that. To keep ourselves further away from oneness, nature, our inner God. That's just something I wouldn't ever want to understand at all. But these are just some of the differences between spirituality and religion, and why we should be more spiritual than religious. Because it's all facts. My thing is, when are we going to finally start waking up and becoming more spiritual? Spreading more love. Becoming more free. When is that going to happen? It can happen overnight if everybody just believe. Even the low vibes. Because once we get to a collective consciousness of on a high level, this matrix is over with. This illusion we living in, this shit is over with. It's already crumbling. But it will crumble faster the more we wake up as a whole. As a whole. This ain't gonna take a group of motherfuckers to do. 30 motherfuckers, 50, 150, 1,000, 10,000. No. The number, I think, of collective consciousness that needs to wake up to spark the change is 144,000 high-vibing spiritual beings. It's going to take that 144,000 to wake up the rest of the world. It's going to take that 144,000 to go against the 1%ers. But we're going to be on levels that they didn't even think was possible. They know it's possible, but for them to see it, it's going to be hard for them to fathom. That's what they're so in fear of. It's us waking up. And I agree with them. I'd be scared too if I was in their shoes. After all these years of y'all torturing us, lowering our frequency, killing us, making us reincarnate back here. Because I don't know if y'all know what that is. I can make I will do another video on that tomorrow, on what happens after death. But reincarnation isn't a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's an ongoing cycle they have us in of reincarnation. This ain't your first time here, God, Goddess. This ain't your first time here on this planet. You've been killed multiple times. I repeat, you've been killed multiple times, over multiple times, over multiple times. You have lived many of lifestyles, lifetimes. This ain't your first time here, God and Goddess. You must understand that they've been killing us and forcing us to go in this reincarnation cycle because they want us to go to the light, as they say in religion. They beat us in the head with that shit. Go to the light. Go to the light. Go to the fucking light. Then when we transcended, we headed straight towards the light instead of turning around headed towards the cosmos, darkness. But yes, the reincarnation cycle is a true thing, a real thing. I know y'all be getting deja vu like, damn. I've been here before. I've done this before. But you can't recall when you did it? Come on now. Come on now. This shit ain't rocket science, y'all. This shit is not rocket science, y'all. This shit is actual factuals. But in order to break away from the matrix, you have to break away from that religion you believe in. You have to become more spiritual. If you don't, you will forever be lost. And you will forever be abiding by their rules. You'll forever be giving energy to their God. Their God. For you are a God and Goddess. But you're donating your energy, time, all of that, your frequency to that God that you believe's in the sky. When you're really worshiping Satan himself. When you're practicing any religion, you're worshiping Satan himself. For those who find it hard to believe, exit. Leave. I have no tolerance for low vibration. No tolerance. And I stand on my beliefs. 10 motherfucking toes down. I stand on my beliefs. And I'ma die behind mine. I'll die behind my spirituality. Because I know what death is. You know what I'm saying? I know when I transcend, I'm not going toward no light. Because I know who I am. When I transcend, I'm going back to the cosmos and visit other planets and other avatar bodies that I have. That's what I'm going to do. Talk to my ancestors for a little bit. Converse. Figure out what other plans I need to do in order to further wake up the masses. That's if I want to come back here. You can choose to come back here, and you can choose to stay gone. That's how easy it is. You can choose to come back to this planet if you feel like you haven't fulfilled your soul contract. What's the soul contract, God? That's your life's purpose. To get an idea of what your soul contract is, find out your life path number. Find out your life path number. Then you'll further know what your purpose is here on this earth, on Tiamat, on Mother Gaia. You'll know what your purpose is. And it's all positive things. It's either spreading love, spreading knowledge, teaching. Like, it's things like that. Being able to feel being an empath. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those type of things of what your purpose is. Being more creative with things, like with chemistry, alchemy. Find your life path number, and that is what your soul contract is based off. They like go hand in hand, if you ask me. But yes, you can choose to come back here without having your fucking memory bleached. But that's another topic. I don't want to speak too much on that. We're here to talk about religion versus spirituality, even though in religion, they do say that, you know, go to the white light. There's a reason why they're telling you that, but I don't want to break that down yet, even though I basically fucking did. But I don't want to break that down completely yet and go in depth about it. So, I gave you some basic things to show you the difference. Well, I told you some basic things to show you the difference, so you can see the difference and you can hear the difference between being religious and being spiritual. And then you let me know which one is better. Which one you feel deep down inside to your core. Which one is better for you, being religious or spiritual? Because it ain't hard to pick. It ain't even that hard to pick. And I get it. Some of you guys are just hard down, wanting to be religious because y'all have been indoctrinated and programmed to believe thus. Okay? To believe this information, and then it's been beating your head for so long. You like, well, it gotta be goddamn true now. If it's, you know, maybe this God in the sky will come down and save us. You better stop being a sinner. But y'all can steadily rape and pillage our fucking communities. Rape, kill, murder. Like, y'all have been doing the utmost shit. But y'all the most holiest motherfuckers on this planet, right? Jesus. God. Satan. They all the same. They all the same. They all the same. They are all the fucking same. I need you guys to understand this. Ain't nothing good coming from being religious. Half of y'all motherfuckers don't even know about y'all religion. The ones y'all practice. And I understand there's more people breaking away from being religious too. And becoming more spiritual. That's because the planet is waking up. Mother Gaia is getting tired of all of this negativity in her realms. Even though there's an imbalance. There has to be a balance of good and evil. There has to be a balance between the two. As soon as one overpowers the other, there's an imbalance. But it's only an imbalance if it's too much negativity. There's never an imbalance if it's too much positive. Never. There's only an imbalance if the negative outweighs the positive. Why do clouds look like that? It looked like a big ass smoke cloud. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today, is the difference between the two. Being spiritual versus being religious. Okay? And I need y'all to understand that this is important to know. Very important to know. This is not something you just don't take heed to and not listen to. This is very important for us to know. Very important. And until we wake up, I'll be here teaching, and I'll be teaching afterwards. But this your host, Chico Dank. Peace and love.
The Untold Truth 369.